First principle, you are a possibility. You are a seed. You are not finished product. You are not yet finished. That's a good news. You are not finished yet. That's a good news. Any idea, concept, pattern which is stopping you internalizing it. If you have few minutes, pen down. Listen carefully. See, when I say you are not a finished product, I mean, in your health, what do you want to become? You can become. It's not that your life is, your body is sealed, that nothing can be done anymore. You can't change the shape, size, or strength, power, energy. There's nothing like you can't change all of them. It's all over. No. You can change anything as you want. Still, the possibility is open, available. In every level, whether health or wealth or mind or relationships or whatever, in every level, how things can happen, how possibilities can open. If you have any idea, pattern that it is not possible, pen them down. By bringing it to your awareness, I'll make them powerless over you. I'll remove them from your inner space, from your cognition, from your depth. Second, the impossibilities you carry. Listen carefully. The patterns which restrict you. Oh, this is not possible, that is not possible, my wife will not allow, my boss will not allow, and the society is not going to allow. So many impossibilities you carry. The patterns you carry. My own laziness will not allow, my own energy is not that capable, or my thinking is not that capable, I am not that intelligent. All the stupidity you carry. All that. Pen down all the impossible patterns you carry. Means which are dead snakes. If you are having dead snakes all over you, you are only Shava. Only if you are having living snakes, you are Shiva. Will is the living snake. All the patterns are dead snakes. So all the dead snakes you are carrying, pen them down. Third, only your will is alive, which can change all the dead patterns. If you pen down just first two exercises, that's enough. You can internalize the third one. Few minutes. Why I am asking you to pen down? Only when you pen down, you will think about it. Otherwise, you will sit and listen like a Bhagavatam. I want you to think, look into these ideas, try to internalize. Let's take few minutes and pen down all the patterns, your headache, curing your stomach, healing your stomach pain are as difficult as you think. Expressing, manifesting Sadashivatva and his powers, whatever it is, whether it is a small problem or big problem, whatever plane, whatever level, whatever aspect, whatever dimension you feel you are done, pen down that. Pen down that. Even if you are 99, almost in deathbed, I can make you manifest powers of Sadashiva. Understand? No, I'm not, no, sorry, please understand, I'm not doing any proud claiming or pride claiming or ego claiming. No. I'm just stating the fact. It's a simple fact straight away. It's as simple as getting rid of, your problem can be as simple as getting rid of your headache, or as difficult as getting rid of the person who is giving you a headache. Whatever, the moment you feel you are done, it's not possible, pen down that. And then the patterns you feel most difficult are torturing you, your impossibilities, pen down all of that. The good news you have is all your patterns, it can be as wild as you can imagine, they are dead. They are not even asuras. Even asuras have power, they have life. Your patterns are not even asuras. They are not even bhutas. No, they are not ghosts. They are just pretas. Understand? They are not bhutas, they are only pretas. You need to know the difference between bhuta and preta. Bhuta has life, it can frighten you. Preta has no life. Your fear only frightens you seeing the preta. Preta does not frighten you, means dead body. Your fear of it frightens you. So your patterns are pretas, dead bodies, not bhutas, ghosts, not asuras, demons, not rakshasas, devils. No. Come on, pen down. Let's burn them. Today is last rite for all your patterns. Completion is the last rite, Shraddha, for all your patterns. Listen. First, I gave these 3 basic principles on physiology of your reality. Next, you internalized them, digged out the patterns, your impossibilities. Now, the third important step, listen. As I told you, your will is the only living mechanism. I should say organism. Your will is the only living organism in your system. Using the will, making all your dead patterns redundant, irrelevant, is what I call completion. Listen. Completion means making your patterns, impossibilities, past thoughts, emotions, patterns, hangovers, residues, incompletions which are sitting in your present and destroying your future, making them irrelevant and redundant to your life, Because they are already dead. You are now surrounded by dead snakes. Don't be frightened. If you are frightened, you may get heart attack and die, but not by the snake poison. Being surrounded by the dead snakes and having heart attack and dying is the worst way of dying. That is too cheap way of dying. Even in death, don't be so cheap. No, really. Even in death, don't be so cheap. That is like drinking milk and vomiting, and during the vomiting, something gets locked in your throat and dying. No, too bad. Even in death, have dignity. Making your already dead patterns. First of all, recognizing they are already dead. Your patterns, impossibilities, incompletions, past thoughts, residues, hangovers. Listen. All the ideas of impossibilities you carry, the thought currents from the past, sitting in your present and destroying your future, I call them incompletions. Making all those incompletions redundant, you don't need to kill them, they are already dead. That's why they smell so bad. They are dead bodies. They stink. But they can't harm you. That's a beautiful thing. The good news is they are dead. The bad news is they stink. Till you burn them, they stink. You can't afford to keep quiet, saying that they are already dead. Now you need to burn them. You need to do the last rites. Let's do the last rites now. That is completion. Understand? It's one of the most powerful technique. Sadashiva explains this technique to Devi Parvati, and in Shivagama, Shivajnanopanishad, chapter, Shivajnanopanishad chapter, 94th verse, 22nd technique. I'll read out the verse and then explain the technique. Chittat yanta kritir nasti mamantar bhavayet iti vikalpanam apavena vikalpair uchito bhavet. I'll give you the translation. Listen. All the patterns, incompletions, which you feel are stopping you, relive them with your will. Reliving means how they are functioning in you. Go in that same circuit and see how, when an impossibility pattern comes up, how you become tired, bored, frustrated. Scream in your shower. Many do that. When you are in your restroom, in your shower, if you suddenly remember impossibility pattern or a person who is embodiment of impossibility in your life, the way you react. Remember each of the patterns and the way you build that pattern, the way you react to that pattern, relive them. Understand? Reliving is not remembering. Remembering means sitting and thinking what happened. Reliving means forgetting the present and getting into that situation and literally like a 5D, like 3D, 4D, 5D, experiencing it. How when you are in shower, if you remember the person, you slap the water. Literally scream. Relive, not remember. No. I'm not asking you to remember. I'm asking you to relive every impossibility, every incompletion, every powerlessness, every suffering, every suffocation which stops you, which makes you feel you are not yet complete, which makes you feel you can't manifest what you want. Each of this pattern, just go into that pattern, read what you wrote, go into that pattern, and the same experience, same emotion, relive them consciously. Suddenly you will see they collapse. That impossibility collapses. Means the dead snake is burnt. Your will is the only living mechanism. If you relive all the dead patterns, your will realize your patterns are dead. They do not have life. They were posing as if they have life. They themselves do not have life. When you relive, this understanding will raise in your system. Some of the impossibilities, patterns you carry, which are sitting inside you very powerfully, will collapse completely. And I am sitting here to make the Shakti Nipada happen in you and bring completion inside you. You do your job, I'll do my job. You take one step, I'll take 1,000 steps. You try your best, that's enough. Remaining, I'll do it. Actually, I can do it directly. The problem is, if you don't even try whatever you can, you don't feel you achieve that state even if the completion happens. You create self-doubt. Did I really do or I slept? So you put all your efforts. I'll do my job. I'll repeat the instruction. Every pattern you wrote, spend few minutes on each pattern and relive there. That suffering, suffocation, incompletion, nameless emotion, frustration, everything consciously relive at least 5 times. Suddenly you will see they will lose power over you. They will just collapse. They are no more heavy on you. Please read what you wrote, few minutes, and tie the ribbon, use the blindfold and sit straight. If you have your Atmalinga or enlightenment pill, keep it next to you. It will make it easy for me to bring completion to you completely. If you have your enlightenment pill or Atmalinga, please keep it next to you. Each of the patterns, impossibilities, incompletions, frustrations you wrote, pick them up and start reliving with your will. Start reliving. Reliving will be relieving. Each frustration, each impossibility intensely, at least 5 times.